This tutorial is to show you how to do glue stick applique. So here's the pattern that I'm going to show you a couple of pieces off of. And the first thing you have to do is you have to get this pattern transferred onto a different type of material or paper. And so I'm going to show you two different options. This is a piece of photo sticker paper. And it's a little bit difficult to find, but it peels off so that you can run it through your inkjet printer, shiny side, print on the shiny side, and then it'll peel away and it's a sticker. And it's just really heavy and it works nice. So photo sticker paper is a really good option. If you can't find that, you can use a good quality freezer paper. And this is much less expensive than the photo sticker paper, and it works really nice. So I'm going to show you how they both work. And you can run this freezer paper as well as the photo sticker paper through your inkjet printer. Don't put it through your laser, but you can do it through an inkjet. Okay, so what you're going to do is you get your patterns onto that inkjet, and you can trace them if you want. You don't have to run it through a printer. And then you're going to put it on to your corresponding fabrics. So I have cut these out, and this is a piece of the sticker paper. And these two down here, I just ironed on. This is the freezer paper. Then after you get them ready to applique, you're going to just cut them out with a scant 1/4 inch seam, maybe even just a bigger 1/8 inch seam is a little bit easier to work with. You don't want your seam to be very large. And this is the end of my pattern, so I'm going to make this a little bit longer so that it can tuck underneath. Now this is the freezer paper, and I've labeled it so that I know where it's going to go on my pattern. Okay, next you're going to need a glue stick, and you can do a Fons and Porter, a sew line, whatever you want to do. And the first thing you're going to need, the first tool you're going to need, is a little cuticle stick. And then this is also a cuticle trimmer, and it works really nice. It helps to hold things in place as you're working. And if you were doing a round shape, I don't have this on my fabric, but you can put a pin in the middle and then just kind of, turn your fabric around with this little tool, and it really works nicely. Okay, so I'm going to start up here, and I'm going to show you what you do first. So what you're going to do is, I've cut that out, and so I'm going to turn this under, and it is going to stop right at the edge of the freezer paper or the sticker paper. So the turn under, you just do a little bit, and then you take your little cuticle stick, and you're just going to fold it under and stick it onto itself. Okay, now straight edges are very easy. You can see how that worked so nice. And then just take your finger and kind of stick it good. And then you do the same thing around the corners and the turns and the curves. You can't glue very far ahead because you don't want your glue to dry out. So you're going to do just a little bit. And can you see how I can kind of manipulate that? Keeps rolling back in there, doesn't it? And you want to go just to the edge where you can see the white, either sticker or paper underneath. That is all that you do. It's very simple. It does take a little bit of practice to get the hang of it. As with using any other kind of tool, you're going to take a minute to get used to it and learn how to manipulate it. And if you've got freezer paper, what you want to avoid is, see this bump that's right there? You can kind of straighten those out by just mashing that end of the fabric a little bit. And then when you applique that, you'll be able to straighten that out even more. You can take it to this point and then hit it with an iron. Don't go very long because you don't want to melt your paper or anything. And then when you're ready to applique, you just peel off the freezer paper or the sticker. And there's your turned under edges ready to applique. And so you can do this with the freezer paper or with the sticker paper, the photo sticker paper. Okay, I did want to show you how to do the corner on a leaf. And so this is a piece of the sticker. And so sometimes it's kind of hard to get off the paper. If you're having a hard time, whoops, see there, I separated the paper. If you're having a hard time getting that off, you can score the back side with a pin to just make a little bit of a tear in it, and then it usually comes off pretty good. And remember, it's just a fat 1/8 inch seam. This mat that I'm using is just a foam mat, and they're very, very inexpensive, and it's about 1/4 of an inch thick. It's like fun foam, only it's thicker. And so there's the end of it. And this will get all glued up and stuff, but it's easy to wash off. So that's a good mat to use. Okay, let's do a point. So there's a couple of ways you can do these. One of them is take this blunt end and glue it down straight. Then come back and do one side of the point. And then do the other side. So that's one way that you can do that. And that creates a nice point. Or if you don't care if you have dog ears, let's see, we want to do this side first. You're going to do one side down. And then come back and do the other side. And then you will tuck in those dog ears once you're appliquing. And you just tuck them under as you're appliquing. So I'll finish up this side just to show you. If you have this side that's already stuck and you don't want it stuck, just undo it with your little fingernail cuticle stick. And then you can finish that side up. See how easy that works? Use a matching thread when you go to applique this on. You're going to use a green thread that matches nicely, and you do just a regular applique stitch. And that is glue stick applique.